This is live. Oh man. So much for our secret stream. Welcome all, it's Max, and we're back. And we're not streaming this week between us, Robert Breaker, and Brett. Um, we had a lot of things going on over the weekend, and it does take us time to research and do the things that we do in order to put these broadcasts live. So I thought I would just do something because people would probably expect something because we normally do it every Tuesday. So we're just going to play around a little bit and answer some questions and maybe talk about what's going on with my channel um, going on in the future. So there we have it. I have to pull up my stuff, mute everything. There we go. Yeah, I figured there would be people that would be expecting something for Tuesdays. So I figured I would make something short. This is not going to be a live stream that's going to be like really in depth or anything like that. It's just letting you know we're still here. And we didn't drop it. We're going to be back next week. If people, actually, I'll talk about that a little bit later when people start joining. Oh, Pancake Cow. What's up, man? Mary Lee. The Lord is almost here. Yes, the secret leaked out. Yeah. Secret stream. I did not promote this at all. And I was busy making a ton of other videos. And I had talked to Robert 4 or 5 days ago and talked to Brett too. And like, we'll just give it a week off. So this is the live stream. And I'm just going to do it myself. So forgive me if I'm terrible at it. That's how it goes. Pancake. No, I'm only going to streaming. I don't have anything else to talk about from my own videos unless something comes out in the news. So, yeah. All right. So what is going on is if people have questions they need answered, or they have I don't know, questions about verses in the Bible or something like that, leave it in the actual comments, because I can go back through that and we can use that for when we do the next live stream. I'm looking at doing things about creation and evolution because I couldn't believe, I don't know if you people saw the video. I couldn't believe there's a guy in my town who just rolled through with some fantastic creation science museum. I'm like, what? And that the video, if you saw it, was completely off the cuff. I'm like, hey, dude, can I ask you a few questions and videotape it? And he's like, yeah, cool. I mean, Brian Young is a great guy. Great dude. Okay. I mean, just let me do whatever I wanted to. And I was trying to go quick because I didn't want to videotape anybody's faces or anything like that. I was trying to go very quick. But it's good. It's great. The guy travels all over the country. He speaks and has this big semi-trailer out there with all these museum things that I always forget the guy's name, but he's passed away now. But he was one of the founders of that Ken Hovind learned from about creation, evolution, and stuff like that, and the scientific proof for it. And that's what got me. It was always the scientific proof for that sort of stuff. And I couldn't believe it was in my town. It was like, I thought I was ready to take a nap at that point. And I'm like, wife's like, oh, let's just go do this thing. And I'm like, yeah, I know I wanted to do it, but I thought it was like 20 miles away or 30 miles away. Turned out to be about 4 or 5 blocks away. And I get there and I'm like, this is amazing. This whole thing is amazing. Semisaurus. It's amazing. Everything that they have there is put together really good. There's a lot of money in that. And the guy said, "No, we only take donations. There's no fees for anything. Everyone can go through for free. No big deal." I thought it was great. I thought it was great. All right, so everyone's here now. Does anyone have any questions about anything we've been talking about or whatever? I'm only going to be on for like maybe a half hour, something like that. What is the blasphemy of the Holy Ghost? You tell me. Everyone's got a different answer. Honestly, I don't know. No one's been ever able to tell me. Semisaurus's dog. I didn't see the dog. They had a wolf there. Semisaurus Rex. Oh, okay, Valerie. So, anyways, what's going on is I'm just doing a quick live stream because, you know, we've been doing this Tuesday thing for a month and a half, 2 months, something like that. And I'm just gonna put something up there and talk about stuff. And that's what we're doing. Um, I also have a bunch of content coming out for my Patreon stuff. Max Dungslinger is going to become kind of a meme. All right. And we have some stuff up there for that. And could I ask everyone to pray for my parents? Yeah, Isaac. They aren't saved, and it would mean a lot to me. Thank you. God bless. Yeah. So everyone pray for Isaac Thorpe's parents. You can do it right now. Lord Jesus Christ, please find it in your heart to guide these people into salvation. Amen. Yeah, live streams or something. I was kind of wondering about it. So, God bless, Nick. So, what's been going on is really we just been busy. I had to go to travel to Stillwater. I also had some work to do around the house. I had some other things to do, and there wasn't a very definitive topic to cover. So, if you have something that you would like to see covered in the future, go ahead and put it in the comment section. Okay, in the comment section. And unfortunately, I have to manually check that. I literally have to manually click on my own video to see the comments because YouTube is just that way. It's sad. That's the way it goes. Robert's taking a week off. And yes, we'll have Robert back on next Tuesday. And Brett. We're both going to be here. Brett and I are working on some other things. So that's another reason that we're took a week off. Ark Encounter Creation Museum. That was the one with is it Ham? Is that the guy? Oh man, Genesis Gap. That's something Book of Relief that I want to talk about actually if we don't have another topic that's more important. Because I went to the Creation Museum, that's like a traveling thing. Because I went to that, I'm like, you know, I got into this for creation and talking about evolution. I got into it for that. Why have I not talked about it in like years? It's aggravating to me, and it's like, yeah, I know this stuff like right off the top of my head, and we didn't bring it up last week, and well, we're all busy, you know. It'll come up this week if there's not something that's more pressing and more important. Yeah, Ken Ham. Ken Ham. I like Ken Ham. He did terrible against the debate against the whatever sociopath fake actor guy. Oh, Victoria. Yeah, I'll tell Amy hi. What do you guys think about having Max Dungslinger on here and doing question and answer with Robert Breaker or maybe Brett or Lies the Devil, something like that? I was thinking about that earlier today. I'm like, yeah, that'd be pretty fun. But I think a lot of that stuff, that's my satire videos. Those are things I really enjoy doing. I get to direct and produce and do everything. And it's not just, me in a camera. It's There's a little bit more to it. I don't like it. It's fun. It's fun to act. Yeah, nobody can debate like Ken Hovind when it comes to creation. Ken Hovind was pretty much, I won't say solely responsible, but a big part of my conversion from looking out for God where he is to, okay, this makes sense. Yeah. Well, it's good you love Robert Breaker. A lot of people want to attack him right now. That's too bad. And I have too in the past, like a couple of years ago. And everyone, you know, you get in this business, I wouldn't even call it a business. You get into this stuff where you're preaching things, people are going to attack you. If they have a different doctrine than you, it's just how it is. It's just the way it rolls. Oh, thank you, Mary Lee. I'm not that talented. You know, my talents and what makes me money and stuff like that has nothing to do with what I do on the internet or acting or anything like that. Exactly. And that's the whole deal there. Alpinedes. Um, we try to all bring something to the table. And, I don't on live streams want to call out people. All right. And that's pretty much the major rule. When you come on my live stream, you can't attack people specifically. You can kind of hint to them where everyone knows what you're talking about, but don't do that. And there's people out there that are attacking Robert on certain things, and I can understand why they're attacking him, but that isn't just because I don't call a person on what they're saying does not mean that I agree with them at all. Um, Especially on a live stream. I can't I can't monitor everything. Guy says something completely heretical, I'll probably figure it out and call it. But, you know, it's not what we're here to do. We're here to talk about the Bible. That's what we're here to do. And, we have at least 2 or 3 live streams where we all disagree on everything. I mean, it's not like we're all just holding hands. Why don't Ed and Robert do a live stream? Well, Ed, I like I said, it's a live stream. I'm not going to call out Ed, but that hand has been put out to Ed, where he can get on a live stream with me anytime. And we're not talking about Robert. We're not talking about Brett or anybody else or Brian Denlinger or anything. The hand has been already put out. If he doesn't want to accept it, then he can do what he wants. I mean, that's why they're not on there. You can bug them about that. We have emails back and forth, me and Ed. So if he doesn't want to do it, whatever. Ed's too busy hiding comments. I don't think he does. No, I don't. I don't think Ed's scared of anything. I mean, he doesn't care. He's like me. I mean, we don't make any money off this. All right. I mean, I have a Patreon, and if people want to donate to me so I can buy Bibles for people, that's what we got. And Ed doesn't even have that. Buxley 350 FX is pretty funny. Yeah, I found that funny too, which is why I made a meme of a meme. And I thought it would be funny to make a meme of a meme who is of a number meme. And one of the things that I'm considering doing is actually having Max Dungslinger on here on a live stream to answer questions. I think that would be kind of fun to do that. Who is Ed? Ed Feniger. Ed PF123, I think is what his YouTube name is. Yes, Brian Denlinger is a living meme. Absolutely he is. I'm a meme of a meme of a meme. I'm like third down the list. It's crazy. Yes, Chris, I already told you I've invited Ed. And I can't have Ed on with Robert and Brett. It has to be me and Ed. And see here on a live stream, I'm very careful about who I allow on. I trust Brett and I trust Robert Breaker. Those are the only two people. And if Ed wants to talk about something, we can talk about something, but it's not going to be, hey, this guy's a dirtbag and this other guy's a dirtbag and listen to heresy. No, that's not what I want to do on a live stream. No, that's not what it's about. You can do that on your own channel, in your own videos. And I can talk about dirtbags on my own channel, but live streams, no. It's not going to be, I hate to be vulgar, but like pissing on somebody, not going to do that. Not going to do that. We talk about their bad doctrine or something, but no, not going to do that. Wow, 31. Here we go. Ooh. Thank you, Mary, for trusting me and Robert. We're pretty good. We're pretty solid. Robert has some stuff in there, and I make no bones about it. There's a lot of things that go on, and people will call me a pansy because I didn't call out Robert for XYZ doctrine or this or that. And you don't know. I mean, honestly, you don't know. I have, but I do it personally and privately. Okay. And the point of our live streams is not to argue with one another. The point of our live streams is to get together from different points of view and talk about a topic. And we could all agree or we could all disagree. It's fine. There's no problem with it. Personally and privately, we're going to talk our stuff. But that's not for the world, literally, at large. I mean, it's not for the world to hear that stuff. Does Max Dunslinger get his clothes from the Amish? I get them from the dollar store. That's where well, no, I don't. Max Dunslinger gets them. Did I watch Scott Clark? Um, Michigan Man. Search my channel for Scott Clark, and you will see exactly what I think about Scott Clark. He's a charlatan. But you can watch my entire video. I think I have 2 of them on him. And yes, Robert actually falls into that category. That was 2 or 3 years ago now. September 23rd sign, man. September 23rd. Yep. I don't know about who Paul Begley is. I have no idea. Sorry, I keep touching my nose. It's like itchy. Anderson. Well, you can search my channel for Anderson too. Guy's an anti-Semitic with wacko cuckoo ideas. And if anybody had been watching my channel for the last month or so, we're dealing with the spawn of a certain minister out there, or calls himself a minister. Nobody actually granted him that title, but he calls him that. And these people that are following him, little kids, are going out and preaching wacko stuff. And that's kind of where I put Scotty Clark, as just somebody who followed somebody with some ideas, and he's making a business out of it. John Hagee. That was one of my first videos, Marilee. That it shows up as the first video on my channel. It wasn't, but it shows up now because I could only do 15-minute videos when I started. So I had to recut everything. And the first video on my channel is John Hagee is a crazy crook. Max, do you believe in the rapture? Yeah, Reynolds. Of course. We just did that live stream like last week. Of course. As far as Alert Christian, as far as Chick tracks, I there are people that have problems with the way they draw things, and they're not completely accurate, and some of the prayer messages they have aren't written very well. But I don't see them as being satanic, you know. I look at them as being well done and as good as they can do. And if you look at how many chick tracks they have like hundreds and hundreds of them. They're good. And just because there's a little bit of crap in there that you disagree with doesn't mean somebody couldn't get saved by them. That's ridiculous. Yeah, you could make your own tracks. I mean, good luck with that. I don't even know who Paul Begley is. Somebody have a link or something? Oh, you can't post links. Sorry. Only mods can post links. I don't know who Paul Begley is. I guess I'm out of the loop. All right, Jason, go ahead and email it to me. I'll check them out. Max Dungslinger loves his KFC. I'm thinking about getting Max Dungslinger on here. That would be pretty fun. My wife says, no, don't do that. And I'm like, yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Yep. The Pentecostal thing. Well, Ronaldo, my wife would know about that. She was Pentecostal for 30 years. So she knows all about that. And I rejected it right away. And my Bible school taught against that. And yeah. Oh, Dungslinger. We need Dungslinger around here. Pancake. All right. I actually might be able to do it. I might be able to do it. Unreleased video. Wouldn't that be fun? We'll see if I can get it to work. I have to do everything myself, so it's kind of actually hard. Try and watch chat, watch video, and get everything going. Oh, yeah. Pentecostal debates with family, they're always going to go on nonstop, and they're not going to change what they believe. Um, but I don't think that people cannot be saved out of that system. So, I don't know. I don't really know what to think about it. Um, I grew up not ever going to church. I've only been there when somebody died or when somebody asked me to go. So I know about the Pentecostal system basically through schooling. And it's all about speaking in tongues. And I'm like, that doesn't happen after Acts. I mean, come on. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. You tell these people, hey, go to the hospital and go cure disease and go fix people and go restore their limbs, these paralyzed people. No, they're not going to do that. They're going to sit there and go blah, 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 blah. And, you know, Pentecostals want to do that. Whatever. Doesn't mean they're not saved, but it just doesn't happen. There's no evidence for that. There's nothing in the New Testament that says you can speak to angels. Nothing about that. So. All right. Thanks, Jason, for the link for Paul Begley. I'll have to check it out later. I actually wanted to play my video, but I don't think that it will actually play the way that my setup is. I don't think you'll be able to hear the sound. And the sound is the most important thing. Who is this Paul Bigley guy? Why does everyone keep asking me about him? Have I ever said anything about this guy? Thank you, really. Why? Yeah, I keep doing what I do, and I'm trying to ramp up. I haven't heard of the denomination, Nick. of Christian Brethren. I haven't heard of that. Open denominations, yes, definitely. They're basically conglomerating every sort of anything. We'll take all of the Bibles. And we talked about this, I think, last week. We were talking about the Bible version issue. All of these places, when they're trying to teach doctrine, they're going to go, hey, man, here's this verse from the ESV. Here's this verse from the NIV. Here's the verse from the KJV. And here's the verse from the NASV. And that's what they're using to make their point. They don't make one Bible. They're picking and choosing the verses that they like for the message that they're trying to do. And that is the conglomerate church. That is what they are. Trying to please everybody. Would I consider myself non-denominational? I think denominations are actually only for what do they call that? Non-Catholics. The Baptists are they aren't a denomination of the Catholic Church. Not to say that Baptists are any better. I'm just saying they are the only ones that aren't a denomination unless you're a cult, where you say Michael the Archangel gave you golden tablets and some spectacles to read their stuff, kind of cult. As far as real Bible stuff, the only ones who are not a denomination of the Catholic Church would be the Baptist. And they have their problems too. Not all of them. Not all of them. What do I think about house churches? I think they're a good thing. But it takes, an incredibly charismatic person to do something like that. And it's not just for getting numbers in or anything like that. It takes a person, regardless of what people might think, it takes a lot of effort and a lot of work to actually be online for the world and put yourself out there to do these things. Regardless of, how much I prepared or anything, it is a drain and it's not for everybody. House churches are cool. But I think actually a lot of them start out like that and they become cults because whoever is running the church, you're only got like 10 people there, 5 people there, something like that. It's really easy to come up with your own stuff and people just follow you. I'm not against house churches, but you take your average house church, you put them out on the internet, and they're going to get slam dunked. They are going to get slam dunked on doctrine. And that's where you see who the pastors really are. One of the reasons, people disagree with like Robert on stuff, on doctrine. I can appreciate Robert because he's not going to back down on his doctrine. I disagree with his doctrine, but he is not going to back down on what he believes. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. He's got his stuff. This is where I get it. And he's not backing down from it. And I can say, I completely disagree. And this is why. And we can just disagree. And some people will take that as a big deal, a really big deal. And that's not like you get into small little groups of people. You know how cliquey churches are. Okay, you got like 50 people that go to your church. You know how cliquey they are, where you only have like 6 or 10 people in a little clique, and they ate their own ideas. We're out there speaking to the world. I mean, the world. We're not talking about 50 people. But when you're close to people and you talk to them personally, your ideas will change and you can get coerced. And uh, I have nothing against house churches, but I can see where the cult's getting to start there. Cult's getting to start. Chris Amore, churches earning lots of money is not bad. People earning money. Here's the thing: is like, I even have a video against Robert about his monetization. And it wasn't about his being monetized. It was the fact that he doesn't control the commercials that are actually on his videos. That's the problem. Because you get a secular commercial before his Christian video. That's the problem. Not the fact that he's commercialized. The guy needs to make money. I need to make some money too. I haven't been monetized at all until I'm still not monetized. I have a Patreon, but people need to get paid for stuff. And if that's what he's doing, he needs to get paid. Um, go off into churches earning lots of money is bad. You're pretty much talking about the Catholic Church. That's what you're talking about, where 10% of your income is mandatory to go to the church. Why? What are they doing for you? Except molesting your kids. I mean, that's ridiculous. You got churches out there that's what they are. The biblical way of earning income is basically by donations and by whatever you profit. You pay 10% on your profit, not on your entire income. So that's the Catholics are doing that. And there's Catholic building in every small town, everywhere. RC3 Gaming, sodomite friend who says he's Christian, says Catholicism is Christianity. And I can tell her it really doesn't and doesn't want to hear all the points. What do I do? My best friend is Catholic. Doesn't matter if they're a sodomite or whatever. My best friend is Catholic. I made all the points and they're like, yeah, okay. And they understood all my points and actually agreed with them and continue on with their Catholicism. And that's pretty well what you do is you say what you need to say and move on. That's all you can do. My best friend, still a Catholic, converted his wife to Catholicism, had Catholic. Well, I don't want to get into that. Only a female can be a sodomite. I don't agree with that. Oh, now we get to talk about gay people. All right. Well, look, I mean, it's hard enough to get people saved as it is. And when you want to bring up people's personal lifestyles, you can nitpick about everything. And of course, I don't agree with that lifestyle that most people are living, but I do understand sin and I do understand those things. You have to come to these people in a different sort of a way. And it might not be you don't want to attack that they're gay or whatever like that right off the bat. We just talk about lies. We can talk about this. And honestly, one of the best ways to convert somebody is, you know, asking them where maybe a blade of grass came from. Where did that come from? Oh, evolution over millions and billions of years. Where did hummingbirds come from? Where did giraffes come from? Where did all these incredible creatures come from? Evolution? How did that evolve? They have no idea. They have to conclude God. And the most important thing with people that are atheists or people who are sodomites and people that are maybe into Buddhism, got that in my family, or into these other things, is you have to nail them down that they have to accept that God exists. If they do not accept God exists, you're wasting your time. No one's, they're not going to accept anything. And then once they accept God exists, then you move on to Christianity. All right. Well, I think I've been going for a little bit. And like I said, it's a secret stream. Shh, nobody knows I'm doing it. No. Um, it's a secret stream. If you've got ideas for what we can discuss between Brett, me, Robert Breaker, maybe Max Dunkslinger, we can do that and put it in the comments section down below and not in the chat. And what I want to talk about here is I'm doing entertainment videos now, primarily what I do on like Patreon. And I want to tell everybody that my Patreon is free. It's a $5 kind of I think I might pay you something. I think I might pay you. But if you cancel it before the first of the month, it's free. And I do movie reviews. I'm going to be doing a lot of Max Dungslinger on there. And I'm not going to put it on my main channel because it detracts from um, Christianity message. It's an entertainment deal. That's what I'm doing. If you want to support me and help me out like that. And I'll put a link to my latest video for that at the end of this. Also, if you want to help me, I put up a Bible box about a year ago, and now they're popping up all over. Like everybody wants to have a box. And if you want to help me support putting Bibles out and getting Bibles out to people, I just send a couple off to people out in other states. If you want to support that, there's links to what is it, PayPal or something like that on my site. Donate to that, and that's where that money is going to be going. Otherwise, my Patreon is going to be entertainment stuff, and it will also come out. Well, some of it will come out on my main channel, my movie reviews and things like that after about a month, something like that. So that's what we are doing. Um, Max Dungslinger. Do you guys want to see Max Dungslinger? I don't think. Can I answer questions as Max Dungslinger? Okay, well, what I have to do is, you have to promise to subscribe and like my video. Otherwise, I'm not doing it. I'm just not. All right. Well, all right. Well, in the meantime, what I'm going to have to do is turn off my I'll have to turn off my camera and put a video link that's only available on Patreon. And I'll give it to you guys. That'll give me some minutes and then I can answer questions as Max Dunkslinger. What do you think about that? I can't broadcast it because it doesn't pick up. It doesn't actually feed the thing. I have to put a link in the chat. And you can all watch that for 3 minutes and then yeah, I'll be back. Oh man. That's gonna be something. All right, does everyone see the link? All right. I'll have to turn my camera off and it's only gonna be a couple of minutes with Max Dunkslinger because I'm about done. All right. All right. Well, I don't know what to say. I was invited on here. I have to take my hat off, otherwise I can't put the headphones thingamajig on to go with my computer operating device. I'm here, Max Bauer. I'm having KFC. Yeah. I got my KFC here. I'm really naked without my hat. We'll have to do this thing. It's Amish headphones. RC3 Gaming, the Trinity is a pagan, Jesuitical thing that'll damn you to hell. If you believe in the Trinity, you're going to hell. You talk about the Trinity. I have 33 videos, mysteriously 33 exactly, about the Trinity. I'm not going to do the Trinity. No such thing in the Trinity. My God. Yeah, I'm a real teacher. I have been proclaiming myself to be a pastor for 10 years. I've been riding my dirt bike for 20. You all know what I'm talking about. I have my testimony. I thought I was coming up here to do something and people want to make fun of me. No, you're in sin. You're in sin. You don't know the gospel. Really, why? You sinned yesterday? You're going to hell. You're going to hell. You need to be sinlessly perfect. You need to work. According to James 2, you need to work. I rebuke these headphones. I have to wear them. I'm going to defend my position. That's why I agreed to come up here with Max Bauer. Yeah, I have nature video. Max put up my video. I'm proud of that video. It was a good video. It was garden tractors. Oh, that Ed, he wants to come up on me and attack me because I believe the Bible. I believe the Bible. The Bible. You see that? You see it says the Bible? Do you see it says that right there? It's the Bible. Well, my hat doesn't sit on my thing very good. I can't do the thing. Oh, I was trying to fix that and I messed it up even more. My hat's got in my headphones. There's a little bit better. All right, so we're back without the funny wig. All right. Yes, you need suspenders, otherwise you can't be saved. And you also need a belt too. You need both because your pants are loose. You know, it'll be the screen cap. You guys made me do the dung slinger. So that's what you get. Yeah, off the cuff. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. All right. I can only do an act for a little bit. So, any more questions for Dung Slinger or Max Bauer or whatever? And we can do them. I'm mad the wig wouldn't fit over my headphones. I have to rebuke them. I have to rebuke them. Yeah, RC3 Gaming. I have videos on that, and I lost 20 subs because they didn't agree with me. And I said that music isn't satanic, only the people that play it. But whatever. Whatever they want to do. That's fine. Be a lot more music on my Patreon. That's for sure. Come on, man. I got my suspenders, guys. Come on. Let's go. All right. Well, if I can look into the camera with some dead eyes and act a little bit, we'll see how this goes. Good afternoon, the body of Christ. I'm here to read the Bible. I'm going to talk about how works are important for your salvation and how if you're interracially married, you have a problem with salvation. Did I do that all right? I don't know. Lordship, salvation teaches us. I could actually do that live. No, this is a fun night. I mean, we've actually been going for a while, but you know, we plan to do it every Tuesday. That's kind of the thing. And I figured, you know, an hour ago before doing this stream, well, people are kind of expecting something. So I thought I would just throw something up. That's why I call it a secret stream. And yeah, you know, we'll just see what's going on. Brian Gunslinger is so handsome. Tell us about yourself, Max. There isn't much to tell. Not really. I'm a rich kid who grew up with too much money. Oh, what's up, Chad? Glad you could join us. I was about ready to get shut down, but yeah. the most attractive man on the planet, man. Right here. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. People showed up. Sandy Sims. I wasn't planning on anybody being on. I figured there'd be like 4 or 5 people. There's like 35, something like that, and it's fine. It's fine. And, followers, they like Dungslinger and me being a clown and stuff like that. And, hopefully they'll go over to Patreon where I do more of that because I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of satire stuff that's going to be on my main channel. Because I don't want to give the guy any attention. I think that Max is going to be his own, Max Dungslinger is going to be his own kind of meme and his own thing. Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, it took me like months to take out my toilets because the rusted bolts. Those stupid cutoff saws never work right. Anyways, people showed up, and that's all good. I mean, we're just having fun here, and we're just playing around. And people can ask me questions, or they can do Dungslinger questions, or they can do whatever. Um, I just threw on the garb, and it's stuck on my headphones. Yeah. No, I just threw on the garb because people asked me to, and that's it. Yeah, well, it doesn't fit in the smaller places there, Chad. Um, Glorifying Jesus, we did not have a live stream because we talked about it and we're all busy and we can't actually prepare for it. That's why we did not do a live stream this week. And I'm doing it tonight just off the cuff. I mean, literally. Like, I'm like, well, people might be looking for it, so I'm doing one myself and just talking and doing question and answer and just doing some basic live stream stuff. That's you know not really doctrinal or not really anything, just having fun. I actually want to try something though. I actually want to do it. Oh man, if this works, this is going to be fun. Hmm. Can people hear that? Amazing Grace. No. Turned up. Do a free bird. No. Keep in mind, this guitar has not been tuned at all. I just picked it up. Lord ship, salvation teaches us to question our salvation. We all go to heaven. If I could only work now, gotta work for my salvation. Gotta work for my salvation. Very off the cuff there. I did a whole video on that. Yep. It's Jane Said. And I rewrote the lyrics. A live chat song? Well, that would be interesting. I could actually probably do it, except I have these stupid suspenders on. I have to get out of Dungslinger mode. I have to act like Dungslinger. It completely throws me off. Opinion on Scott Clark that Jesus was corrupted? I don't think I ever said that. I don't ever have taught any doctrine like that. Take your Mazaneer off. I don't even know what a Mazaneer is. I don't know what it is. I'm assuming my hat. Really, why? What did I do on my off time? I don't have any off time. I do YouTube videos on the side. And I record like 4 or 5 in a day, and then I release them gradually. Chris, what did I do as a living? A lot of things. Um, eh, People are actually interested in that. I grew up with a really good hard work ethic and learned about mechanics from my dad, and that was always a big thing in my. What I was always pushed to do was get a high paying job. Didn't matter what you're doing, and train for that. So I went out and for my teen years did basically heavy lifting, and I really like computers. And I took out a loan when I was 18 years old and bought my first computer. And within a week, I tore it apart, put it back together again, and tried to upgrade it within a week. And back then, computer, I think I paid like $3,000 for it, something like that. And it was really expensive, and it was a 266 megahertz computer. So that's what I did. And I've always been into the computer business and always been in sales and marketing. And went back to doing manual labor for a bit. Was a baker for a while. I mean, I've done a lot of stuff. And, it kind of swings back around. So there's my background. Oh, and someone in there I got saved too. That's an important thing. I wasn't doing much at that time. I wasn't doing much at anything. Yeah, I'm a geek. Yep. Oh yeah, and I played in bands and stuff like that. I did a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, Chad. I sent you, or not sent you. I listened to it, and I'm like that style of music. I When I listen to classical, I listen to Van Cliburn. All right. Well, I think we'll try and close her out with the Lordship Salvation song. I actually found the lyrics. All right. Talk to you later, Chad. Well, if you guys want to make up lyrics, there's only like 20 people here, so you can go ahead and go do it. And then we're going to close it out. We actually went longer than a Robert Breaker stream, so yeah, whatever. Making you laugh. You think I'm a clown? You think I'm a clown here? Load ship. Salvation told me not to save what I load ship. Salvation. Keep down my salvation. Keep down my salvation. Load ship. Salvation teaches me not to be a lost man. Calvin agrees with this teaching. He states only the elect can be saved. John Calvin decides this. I screwed up. I can't play it. Not on the spot. Not on the spot, anyway. I'm just pulling it up, and someone wanted me to play it, so. But yeah. Max Bauer is a bad guitar player. And there we go. That's all there is to that. All right. Well, thank you all for coming. Anyone's got any last questions, or if you have an idea about the next live stream and what we're actually going to talk doctrine. Obviously, today was kind of a play around day. People just want to hang out and just talk and stuff like that. It's all good. Where we're doing something a little bit more organized. Maybe for next week, maybe week after, whatever. Well, I make book or relief. I just made a mess of the guitar. I mean, I played this song for 30 years and I still can't, I'm trying to read lyrics and trying to improvise and stuff. It's not easy unless you practice. And, who knows what Ed's a retired guy and he just wants to attack people. And I'm really surprised he didn't come after me yet. That's all I have to say about that. No, don't call out people as heretics, man. We only got 20 people here. I mean, come on. All right. Well, throw your comments in the comment section. I'll play better in the future. This is very off the cuff. I didn't expect to be Dung Slinger tonight. I was thinking about it, but it's nothing that I planned. You want to see what's going on? Sort of some extra stuff with me. I'm on Patreon and it's free. Like I said, you can cancel before the first of the month. It's free. It's fine. Otherwise, I'm going to keep doing my stuff. And wow, almost going for 2 hours on my own stream by myself. It's amazing. And we're not like professional live streamers here. We just kind of start it up and see what happens. So I guess with that, Pancake, you're not back. You've been here the entire time. That's my line. I'm back. I'm not Pancake. I'm Max. I'm Max and I'm back. Leroy, son and all. It's okay if you miss tonight. There's nothing going on. You don't need to worry about it. We're just having some fun. I just thought I would do a stream because normally we would. And I like you, the guitar playing was terrible, Nick. I'm glad you like it, but if I actually prepared and actually thought about it beforehand, I actually would have actually been able to play the song, but yeah, that's how it goes. Yep, Jesus is coming back. We're all getting raptured out. Boom. No, you mean Brian Denlinger glorifying Jesus. That's who is coming back. It's going to be Brian Denlinger in the sky. And he's going to say, glorifying Jesus, come up hither. And you're up. Yeah. All right. Well, if I do another live stream solo or something like that, I'll prepare a little bit better. It was kind of off the cuff, and I'm like, yeah, I just kind of want to do it. I didn't do a video today. I did like 4 or 5 2 days ago, and kind of slowly releasing them. And it'd be kind of fun to do a live stream. That's my main thing because I'm really better off the cuff. I am going to mess up a lot, obviously, with my guitar playing. I mean, it's how it is. But it's fresh and it's nice to work off um, people here who are commenting or interested in what we're doing and in Christianity and have questions and try and answer them. And I get to have a little fun, dressed up in my little costume or whatever. Or I really like Max Dungslinger, man. Ah, I'm glad y'all approved the live stream. So with that, I think what we're going to do in the near future here is be making more skit things. And I'm not sure where they're going to be available, but I have some help with that as far as video editing and putting in graphic effects and things like that. And that's what's going to be going on here. Probably talk to Robert by the end of the week and set up something for next Tuesday. It's kind of the end of the season here, and there's some work that needs to be done as far as just yard stuff. And we did barbecues. We may have another one, and had to go to Stillwater. And there's some things going on, but yeah, a week from now, we're gonna try and lock in what our topic is and do live stream Robert Breaker. No, there will not be Ed Feniger on there unless I talk to Ed before that. Not going to happen. Other people that are going to come on there, no. I vet the people that come on my live streams very tightly. And we're not going to have any punks. And we're not going to have anybody screaming their heads off about this, that, and the other thing. And we can disagree and we can yell at each other, but we're just not going to have crazy people on there. So I'm not calling Ed and them crazy. I'm just saying, like to have an hour to an hour and a half live stream. So that's what it is. And that's what's going on. And we'll try and plan for that. And that way everyone shows up prepared. And that's what happens. That's what goes on with it. So with that, any other questions that you have, put them down in the comments. I have to manually check comments. I'm sorry if people have posted comments on things. it doesn't tell me that your comment is blocked unless I manually go to the video. I'm sorry. It's not my fault. If you post a link or something like that, I have to manually go to the video to actually see it, just so everyone knows. And with that, everyone have a good night. Go out and go eat some pizza. Um, yeah. What are your thoughts on mud fossils? I think that the only way fossils can be created is mud, and that was going to be my next topic. Random guy. I was thinking about doing creation on the next topic, and the only way fossils can be created is through mud. So, yep. Well, good, Pancake. I'm gonna go try and find something like that myself. All right. Thank you all for joining me. Sorry I couldn't play guitar as good, but I didn't even know it was gonna work. I just kind of plugged it in and it happened to work. Didn't tune, didn't do nothing. Whatever. That's how it goes. It's hanging out with Max Dungslinger for a night. And with that, guys, I think we are going to be